6 games without a win now for West Ham United, who find themselves 5 points from safety in the Premier League. Their 14-year stay in the top flight is under real threat. Just 2 wins in 12 games and no clean sheets under Nuno Espirito Santo, who has to find a way to get his side winning games and winning games quickly. Fulham crossed the capital fresh off the back of a 1-0 win over Nottingham Forest before Christmas that moved them up to 13th place in the table. Victory today could see them fight their way through the Premier League's congested middle order and into the top half of the table. Just 2 home wins so far this season for West Ham United, who have a run of games now where they need to pick up points, starting with Fulham here today. Had a tough time of it this season. Max Kilman, difficult afternoon at the Etihad, although it can be said for many a defender who has an afternoon up there. Erling Haaland with another couple of goals for Manchester City in that 3-0 win over West Ham 7 days ago. Here is Raul Jimenez once again, who just flicks one out to find Harry Wilson. Kenny Tete offering an overlap. It's still Wilson who goes for goal, and Alphonse Areola forced into action to tip it over the top. You do not want to give Harry Wilson room on the edge of your penalty area.
Well, it starts with Paqueta giving the ball away on this side of the pitch, and it ends up with a shot, and it's a vital save. That's going in the top of the net, that one.
Freddie Potts to take this time. He loops one towards the back post, and it's a Fulham header away, retrieved by Bowen. Now Mathias Fernandes back with Bowen once again. String of players waiting for the cross to come in. Flicked away by Anderson, helped on by Wilson. Bowen battling away, and now Todibo in possession. Threads one through to Bowen. Jared Bowen going for goal. Beaten away by Bernd Leno.
And that's a good little ball from Todibo. That was a little bit of play broken up. Todibo got on the ball, just laid it back down the side, and that's where you want Bowen.
Freddie Potts flights one towards the back post. Kilman wins the header. Somerville's effort. It took a deflection. Magassa just couldn't quite react.
He was onside as well, Bish, Magassa. Ball was headed back in, volley came in, and I think Magassa just caught a little bit flat-footed here. Look, one on the far post by Kilman. Somerville's mishit that. Oh, he's let it go for his legs.
Ollie Scholes. Pick it up to Somerville. Did really roll there, didn't he, Robinson? Because there was a ball for Bowen to try and find Somerville, but Robinson preventing that from happening. Bowen now to Somerville. Magassa pleading for it to come his way. It's worked across goal instead to Scholes, who can't find the target with his effort.
Well, Somerville done well there, because he could have easily just blasted it into the middle, but there was no one in real support. But Scholes has come late. He's picked him out. I think the best of headers, to be honest. Should have hit the target there, Ollie Scholes.
Joachim Anderson lining up the effort. An orthodox save from Alphonse Areola, who looked absolutely bamboozled by that effort. Had to keep it out with his right foot. That was a very awkward moment for the West Ham goalkeeper.
Well, it must have been moving all over the place. I mentioned them gathering velocity, the balls as they go through the air. Watch this. Little dirt, swerves, dips. I think he starts to go with it for his hands, and then all of a sudden he goes with his feet. That's swerved all over the place. It was a good strike. All you really got to do is put your foot through the ball with these new light footballs now. Don't strike them as a pass. Just put your foot through it, and they move all over the place.
Robinson with room, and he whips in a dangerous cross. Sasa Lukic had the run on it, but he couldn't get his header on target. Half a chance for Fulham.
Oh, more than that, Bish. I think this is a great chance. Look, centre forward drives the centre backs backwards. Ollie Scholes is giving a token effort really at blocking Lukic as he comes in. He doesn't really go for the ball. What was Kevin leaving that for?
And there's Walker Peters. Asking a lot of Magassa, who clips it to Bowen! Wrong side of the post. Couldn't quite sneak it inside, could he, Jared Bowen? And a chance comes and goes for West Ham.
Best chance of the game. Magassa makes the spare man. Turns really well here in the tight. Pulls it back for Bowen. Oh, he's just gone for it too much, hasn't it?
Takes a touch, sends in the cross. It's touched away by Kilman. Finds Fernandez onto Paquetá. Wilson wants it to come his way as he gets himself between the two centre halves. Callum Wilson firing a goal, wrong side of the post. Another chance goes begging for West Ham.
Chances that they weren't getting in the first half. Why is he not on the pitch? Look, holds his run like a centre forward should do. They try to hold their line as they did in the first half, but we're catching people out there, Fulham. But it goes past Cuenca. He's lucky, actually. He has a little drag back on him there.
Nodded away by Magassa. Lukic gets there ahead of Callum Wilson. Now Emil Smith-Rowe. Cross clipped in by King. Nodded away by Scholes. Helped on by Paquetá. Now Jared Bowen looking to motor through for West Ham. Going through the gears here. It's still Jared Bowen. It might just break its way to Wilson. Over the top it goes.
Great break from Jared Bowen, wasn't it? I was fearing for Anderson. He's had a yellow card. I'm thinking, don't take him down, otherwise you could be off ski. And there he goes, Jared Bowen slips in Callum Wilson. Now it's on for the angled drive. Got to be hitting the target, Callum Wilson there. It's a bread and butter shot for a striker. It's coming at a lovely pace. Keep it down.
Jorge Cuenca able to run through the middle of the pitch. He works it wide to find Castagna. Wilson. Anderson finds Harry Wilson, clips in the cross. Here comes Wilson's way once again. Raul Jimenez with the header, and he buries it beyond Alphonse Areola. We've seen that through the years from Raul Jimenez. And is it to be yet another victory on the road for Fulham? It's a dagger blow for West Ham, but Fulham won't care about that. They take the lead with just 5 minutes left to play.
Well, Todibo comes over to have a word with Ollie Scholes, but what is he doing there, Ollie Scholes? Ball's hooked straight back in by Harry Wilson, and he's got that awareness, Harry Wilson, hasn't he? As the ball comes out here, look at Ollie Scholes. What is he doing? Just lashing at a ball. Wilson helps it straight back into the area where it's came. Jimenez has found himself a yard of space off Todibo and buries it as any good centre forward should. Good header from Jimenez, and Fulham go 1-0 up.
Victory for Fulham, given to them by Raul Jimenez late in the day, as the boos yet again ring round the London Stadium. 3 victories away from home on the spin for Marco Silva's side, but West Ham United are in real trouble. Beaten for a 7th time in 9 home games this season, and beaten today because of Raul Jimenez's late intervention, found by Harry Wilson, capitalising on a mistake by Ollie Scholes. And for Jared Bowen and for West Ham United, no signs of things getting any better for them. The doom and gloom continues here. Full-time score, West Ham United 0, Fulham 1.